Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Sabia Birunji and welcome to the show. Assalamu alaikum to the Muslim brothers and sisters out there and everybody else. You know, salam is a greeting that means may peace be with you. So may peace be with all our brothers and sisters all over the world. Eid Mubarak. Thank you for celebrating with Sabia's live show. We have a lot of news, but our brothers and sisters out there are busy making sacrifices, and it's a day for sacrificing animals, and there will be lots of meat. So endeavor to connect with a Muslim. If you're connecting with me, you can call me, and I can host you and we eat some meat. You never know. Today we have a lot of news. Knowing that we are a political show, there's a lot of news happening, but there's been lots of wishes from all our leaders, from FDC to NRM to UPC to Ant Party to ODP to the current NUP, and we've not managed to read all of them, but I just know they've all wished you a happy Eid Mubarak to the Muslim brothers and sisters. Well, today we're here to bring you the similarities that are between His Excellency Bobi Wine, or the NUP, and His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and who is now only a candidate, by the way, and he is also the chairman, the NRM party. So we want to compare the two individuals and their parties and their movements and their way to power, and we show you how these people are all similar. We want to show you how all these people are similar. Museveni was an intellectual, surrounded by intellectuals like the late Haji Abdu Mayanja, and he was also surrounded by other people like Winnie Byanyima, Babazi, to mention but a few. But when they walked the steps to Nairobi Conference Center, it's almost 40 years ago, and then the intellectual Museveni went to the bush. There's a new of generational politics that has come, led by His Excellency the ghetto president Bobi Wine, aka Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. This has just emerged, and it's not yet even a long time old, but it is already as strong as a wave. It is a group without guns to spill blood. No, we don't want to shed blood. We want to bring about all the change. We want to bring about every good thing that we want for the Ugandans, but without shedding blood. We are certainly not going back to where we started. Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu has actually proved to be an intellectual, and he describes himself as commander. The same way Yoweri Kaguta Museveni described himself. And some of the major similarities between these two intellectuals is one, Museveni organized people under the NRM committee in the bush, and Kyagulanyi organized people under the pressure group People Power. You remember NRA, which was the national which was the army that led Museveni to the national resistance movement. Number two, Museveni gave people guns to fight Obote, and Kyagulanyi has urged people to acquire national identity cards, what we call endagamuntu, as their weapon to defeat President Yoweri Museveni, and whoever has their ID should keep it so safe as a land title. Yes. And number three, Museveni bought and acquired big guns to attack barracks and certain different entries or big points into Kampala city. Kyagulanyi has bought and acquired the National Unity Platform to stand for presidency as the final assault to take over the White House, or sorry, the State House of Uganda. And Dr. Obote, number four, Rakasisi and Rurangarara are described in Museveni as a bandit or a group of thieves. The same thing today we are hearing President Yoweri Museveni, Kahindo, Tafire, and many other diehards of NRM describing Chagulanyi. They are saying he's a muyaye. Yes, these people were actually at one point also described as bandits. That's Obote used to look at them as a no threat. They're just a gang of a gang of some aimless people, and they could never throw him out of power. But you see, here we are today. At number 5, at the end of the day, the bandits have managed to become president. You never know Amuyaye's a full you'll never know Amuyaye's full full plan until it is actually implemented. Well, Masokulu Timbe, because we are going to have a change like never before. We can't wait. I think Uganda is ready for change, because if the bandits could take over power and rule us, it's almost coming to 40 years ever since the bandits took over. Yes, we believe Amuyaya can also take over and rule and take us to a better level. Making it better than Muyaya is so much of a ghetto personnel from a point we identify with so much. People want to know. We must recall that President Museveni addressed his group of people at the Namugongo was it military school, and he said that these people were filled with a lot of tribalism, and history repeats itself. It's very surprising to see the same thing. I think another leader is coming out to say that the NRM government has been filled with a lot of politicizing everything, sectarianism, and there's a lot of segregation among tribes. Well, that's one of the problems our African politics is facing. If we don't stop doing politics based on tribal and and religious and social differences, that is one of the things that divides us and makes it so easy for anyone to actually control us. Well, on a BBS talk show, Dr. Romushana and Dr. Chiwanda accused Mr. Senyonyi's People Power of buying a political party, that is NUP or NUP, and that they didn't even hold a delegates conference and there were no formal elections to elect Chagulanyi. Well, unless the two political strong parties unless the two strong political parties are not aware, unless the two political strong beings are not aware, actually Chagulanyi's acquisition of NUP is similar, very similar to the way NRA acquired their guns. Oh yes, they attacked barracks and bought some. NUP was registered and received their certificate from the Independent Electoral Commission. The way People Power acquired their certificate is a very tactical ambush to NRM, and nobody wants to be treated the same way they treated the other. This is exactly the same way NRM acquired guns to surprise attacks or ambush Obote's UNLA army back then. If we may ask, we don't know if Dr. Chiwanda and Mr. Romushana expected Museveni to rebel, to import guns formally through the government border securities. Could he have done that? And I never heard of delegates conferences where Professor Yusuf Lule or Museveni were elected as chairman of NRM/NRA. Ironic. History repeats itself, huh? Now they want to fight the same things they did to get into power. Yes, who knew that somebody would come so young, so talented, already successful, without looting anyone's property, without ambushing anyone, without shedding blood, even though we are losing a few members of People Power in the struggle. That is all to happen. We ought to lose some people along the way. But did you expect the government of President Museveni to smoothly register people power organization? We already had someone, was it Mr. Balam? Yes, already registering an organization called People Power. That means there's no way People Power could register. But this sharp man and the brains behind him managed to actually get a way of registering this organization under the umbrella National Unity Platform. I think we just expect Chagulanyi to be a Muyekera without guns. And he recently said, I am a Muyekera. That means he's a rebel, but a peaceful rebel. He's not expected to hold guns or shed blood or kill some people just to take over power. But he's a Muyaye with intellectual abilities. And one person said that one time a very strong radio personnel said that if you want to defeat a well-organized character, appear disorganized but with very organized moves. And I think People Power or Honorable Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, aka the leader of National Unity Platform, is proving just to do that. What can we say? It is a free world, and we cannot have one sharp person in Uganda. Our channel, our show is meant to expose a lot of talented Ugandans who are going to be able to share with you a lot. We want to expose to you the many talented young people or many able leaders, future leaders of Uganda. That's what we are yet to do. We are organizing interviews one by one and we'll be airing them very soon. So continue subscribing, liking, commenting and sharing our content with other people. We'll be soon hosting all the people that are going to paint a picture of who we actually could have as a leader. Even though people make you think that Uganda does not have the next leaders, we have young people with a lot of ability and without guns, but with just intellectual abilities, and we are still writing history as Mr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has done. Well, let's watch the space. Do not leave the channel. Continue subscribing, keep hitting, keep liking, keep sharing. This is the Eid edition. Eid Mubarak to my friends. Assalamu alaikum, and we love you so much. Bye.